What's up, YouTube? Capital G here, Duel commentary. I like that now after about 2 weeks on DN, people's have there's been some separation between the duelists. We now have the competitive duelists and the players who are just casual have kind of separated each other. All right, so let's see. We have Mayhem X at the top. He's 1262, and Andrea Scalacia 1526. As soon as I saw an Evo-Sword on field, I was just like, I gotta record this. So hopefully this is game one and we get to see something good. To recap, let's rewind a little bit. I believe we had an Abyss Dweller attack. Well, it ran over Genix Undyne last turn, and it looks like now Andrea went into, well, he played Soul Charge for 3. This got bottomless. Obviously, he didn't want to lose his whole field to Black Rose. And he summoned Alucard, and Alucard blew up Wessel, I believe. Yep. So, Mytham X doesn't have, he doesn't have card advantage right now. 4 plus 1, that's 5. Andrea has more monsters, and unfortunately, he does have the Ghost Trick Alucard, which is the biggest monster on board right now. Now, if he happens to top like a Soroto, he's in great shape. You know what I mean? NST is another Soul Charge. Ew, double Soul Charge? That's no good. So, looks like Maythem's going to activate his effect, which makes me think he's just going to... Oh, shit! I love that card! Is that Evo-Singularity? Oh, yeah! Shit's about to get real up in this bitch. He'll probably go Logia. Nope, he goes Doka. The fucking kill... Oh, no, he goes... Well, okay, you know what? I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Either one's good. I thought maybe he would go Logia because... with oh snap, and a Dayanara. Yeah, he made the Abyss Dweller with Soroto and TrapTrix Mermail. You guys just don't understand how fucking hype of a card I think Evo-Singularity is. I think the fucking world of that card. I wish that I could run that shit in Boojin somehow. You know what I mean? Like, Evo-Singularity is just so awesome. And it looks good. It should have been an ultra rare, by the way. So, no, wait, I thought... No, okay, I'm lunching. Evo-Singularity doesn't... for some reason, I thought Evo-Singularity equipped it itself as a material also. But anyways, yeah, I guess Andrea doesn't understand the effect of Evo-Singularity. You know, basically, if you have an Evo tile and an Evo Soar, you basically exceed using those two and you bring out any evolver that you want. Now, again, I thought he was going to go Logia because I thought Logia would beat over Alucard, and then the Dweller would attack over the face down. If it's Lindy, you're in good shape, and then you still get, you still get your negation. But as a Dino Rabbit player, man, I just remember Doka just being so fucking good. Holy crap, I did not even realize that King of the Pharaoh Imps could search Westlow. I never really, put 2 and 2 together. I mean, right now... Mathan X says he's got negation for days. You know what I mean? If that's a Lindy, he's in really bad shape. It was a Genix Undyne. Either way, it's a plus for for Mathian. So he's gonna attack for 2300. And wow, Mathian has so many light. I didn't realize he was at 10k. And anything short of Dark Hole, and Andrea's probably gonna lose. I mean, you just can't use effects when your opponent has Doka. Doka is just like, nope, nope. And he's big enough to where most decks just can't inherently get over him. And you see that Andrea scoops it up, and excellent. This is that was game one, so we get a full 2 out of 3 here. And this is a matchup that I would personally think that it would be in Mermail's favor. For one, I don't know the full extent of this Evo-Sword deck, but, I mean, just in general, decks that have to set monsters are generally at a huge disadvantage against Mermail, because most Mermail decks run 3 marksmen, because if you're not going to pop face-down monsters, then you're probably going to pop face-down traps. Only against Lightsworn and Sylvans and Mythic Rulers is marksman just completely dead for the most part, so most Mermail players max out on that. And against Evo-Swords, it's not only can you hit Westlow, but then you can hit Najasho too, potentially. Now, I would just guess, based on what we saw, I don't know if Mathiam is playing Najasho because he's playing the TrapTrix engine too. I'm guessing he's either going 2 and 2 or 3 and 2. So that's 5 cards. That's a 5 card engine there, and I wouldn't imagine that he's gonna play his whole build, or that he's gonna include the Nijashos, because Nijasho really ain't that good unless if you like enemy controller it, he's greater. Evil diversity, whatever the one is that you tribute and you get shit, the one that lets you tribute an evil sword, that one. He works really good with that, but outside of that and like econ, it's just like So alright, I guess he's just skipping the Dragoons part. I mean, it's not like he's not gonna dump Dragoons. Getting me a PM. I'm not gonna respond to that right now. So alright, Andrea opens up with Genix Undyne. He gets himself a Dragoons. That's like one of the best plays in this deck, is when you open up with Undyne plus Allure of Darkness. Like, you just go so fucking plus. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard for decks to fight back against that. And you see that he goes Abystius, pitching, I believe that was Pike. Yeah, that was Pike. Okay, and you know what? I'm just going to guess he's going to get Gundy. Tejas can get Gundy, right? 1 level 4, lower Mermail. Yeah, okay, Gundy's level 3. There it is. I would think that he would get Gundy because, like, if nothing else, I would just save it for next turn. I would just save it for when my Tejas dies, so I could go Megalo and then I could summon it back. Because I mean, right now he is going to summon Megalo, and he can get a monster back, but it's like, I don't want Pike back. I want to go into a rank 7. I mean, personally, I think Mathium was going to struggle just getting rid of the Tejas in defense mode, because it's like, can't run it over with Logia. So he gets Pike. Maybe he wants to get another, like, Undyne or something. To me, it's just like, if you get Pike right now, what does it do? You can't exceed with it, and you can't attack with it, and its attacking it's not very good. So it's like, what am I doing with this Pike? If he would have waited and this would have died, let's say he gets Darkhold, right, and this dies, and then he summons this and he gets this back. Okay, well, you can use Abystius. You can exceed with it into Dracosac, or you can go into Gaios. You can Big Eye if your opponent leaves a monster on board. I don't know. I feel a little indifferent about him getting Pike right now. I feel like, and he didn't activate the effect, so it was like, well, what is it doing? You know what I mean? He goes into Gaios. This play is good, but if he has Dark Hole, oh my god, it's going to be Rage Quit. Okay, so he has Soul Charge, which, okay. Yeah, Matthew's fucking pissed. He's like, oh, come on. I'm sorry. That is the epitome of fucking opening broken in Mermail. You literally opened up with Genix Undyne, Allure of Darkness, so you're already going plus out the ass with that. You're getting rid of the only dead card in your hand in controller for 2 live cards, and then you can Soul Charge back. And then on top of that, Bahamut Shark's going to make you plus just because it gets out, what, Abyss Trite? And then you're going to go plus again because Dragoons is going to surge. And it looks like that's what he's going to do. And since he has Engineer, he pretty much already has a way of making sure that Abyss Gaios doesn't die. Generally speaking, I would scoop to this. I don't need to see my 5 cards in hand. Yeah, I would just scoop. I wouldn't even care about the 6 cards that I have. It's going to be practically impossible to stop this with 6 cards. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to think. You'd have like no, because even Dark Hole still leaves him with the Gaios. Like, that's the problem. Now, if you happen to have Fire and Ice hand, you can fuck shit up. But outside of that, I don't know, man. Alright, you've got the end phase Abyss Spear. Probably for Lindy, which we haven't even seen on Lindy. Like, all these Mermail, I'm just going to guess off the top, we've seen like at least 7 Mermail, right? Let's just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Damn, I was off by 1. We've seen 6 Mermail and have not seen Lindy by then. It's like, damn. Alright, so it looks like he's going to go Pike. He goes Marksman. We knew he had Marksman. He searched it last turn. Westlow gets popped, and pretty much all you have to do is just put everything in attack mode. And again, Unless he has like Mirror Force plus D Prison. Well, I guess actually just Mirror Force would work here. No, I guess it wouldn't, because he has Trite, which gets back a card. He has Engineer that can save something. Alright, so it looks like he's going for, whoa! Artifact, Artifact, TrapTrix, Artifact, TrapTrix, Evo-Source. Nice. Alright, so we're seeing some oh, big, nice play. Nice play. So, okay, here's what happened. Teus came out. Teus activated his effect. Not Teus, damn it. Gaios. Gaios activated its effect, trying to stop Muratak. And, what's it called? Mathian used Torrential. So this guy is going to trigger, and he does not target either. And then Torrential just clears out the entire fucking board. So he uses his effect, Engineer's effect, on Gaios. Torrential does resolve, so everything else just dies. So Bahamut Shark dies, Trite dies. Trite can actually trigger though, so you know, keep that in mind. It's not, I mean, it's really not, it's not that big of a deal for Andrea, but it still did some damage, I guess. You know what I mean? Because not only did he lose a lot of his board, but then he lost a counter from what's it called? He lost a material from Gaios, and Gaios is also in defense mode, which, I mean, you can just run his little ass over in defense mode. Like, you never want to have Gaios in defense mode if you can help it. So Undyne comes down and drops Title, presumably so that he could go Draco Sack. Now, see, if this was the OCG, there'd be a little bit of concern here because, you know, Torrential was at 3 and shit. But in the TCG, once your opponent uses their Torrential, man, you just go ham. You see him summoning Title. And, again, I believe he'll go for Draco Sack. Now, if he happened to have, like, I don't know, a Blackhorn, which is generally awful against Mermail, I mean, I guess he could go, like, Bottomless Trap Hole, something like that. Compose, Evac Device. I like Compose. Compose is okay against Mermail. It's not great, not awful. So it looks like Mathium is going to think about this. See if he wants to do something before or after the tokens are summoned from Draco Sack. And oh yeah, he's totally right. Yeah. Why do I always forget about that effect? The fact that, what's it called? Monsters level 7 or higher can't attack while Gaios has materials on it. Totally forget that effect. So TrapTrix, Trap Hole Nightmare, blast Draco Sack away. And Mathium is still at, what's it called? Mathium is still at full life points. Can he change that monster back into defense mode? I could have swore that what's that fucking card? I can't remember the card's name. The motherfucker, the XC that protects the monsters. I could have swore it said, like, leave it in defense until the end of the turn or something like that. Alright, so we see an end phase MST for Solemn Warning. And here comes Genix Controller. I mean, Alucard, maybe. That seems like the most feasible XC would be just going to Alucard, pop the Westlow, and from there, I mean, you could summon, like, Title in just beat down mode, you know? Your opponent really wouldn't have the life points to top deck Soul Charge. Not to mention, I'm not really sure Mathium has any monster, like, has enough monsters to really do anything. He does not summon Title. That's a little surprising, honestly, because it would have left Mathium with like 800 life points. Mathium does not seem very happy with his draw, and he scoops it up. So we're going to game 3. Westlow, $6. So I would say that if Mathium is not playing debunks or maxis in the side deck, he needs to be. I mean, granted, you can't always hit the cards that you want to hit, but I mean, those definitely need to be in. Like, I feel like Maxi is one of those cards that should just be ran at 2 or 3 in the side deck like forever. I mean, there's literally no reason, unless you're playing like Infernity, where your deck won't work if you have Maxi in the hand or if you're drawing cards. So I get that, but outside of that, I don't know. I mean, I just think Maxi is like a side deck staple. Engineer, I don't know why I couldn't remember that card. Okay, so Mathium takes first, gets himself a free bottomless. First is always, it's always worth it if you get Mermail, because you get a limited card straight into your back row, unless your opponent effect veilers, in which you're still technically 5 for 5. Ooh, Vanny's Emptiness is so brutal against Mermail. Now, granted, Mermail can play around it against certain decks. Against Bujins, they cannot play around it. I'm sorry. Yamato plus like Hair plus Vanities, you just lose. Against this deck, not really, because he can just go Pike and like attack, you know what I mean? He can just clash with Pike. I mean, he does at the bottomless, but he go like Pike and Marksman, you know what I mean? If you've got a big beater, card D, surprising. I'd breakthrough skill that. Would I warning it? Yeah, you know what? I would fucking warning that. I don't want my opponent getting extra cards. Not if I already know that I have Vanity's Emptiness. So I should have a way to counter at least one of your summons in Vanity. Bottomless should take out another. I don't want you outplussing me right now. We see an MST. Roll Decree. Dark Hole. Okay. And Mathium just attacks for 16. And looks like he's just going to pass. Well, he sets one. Setting that Dark Hole might... Oh my goodness. Macro Cosmos and Vanny's Emptiness? Dude, that's just dirty. It's like porn star dirty. So, I mean, if that's a Wessel right there, dude, you setting that Dark Hole, which you desperately need right now, might fuck you up for the entire game. You see, Andrea plays another card D. But outside of Torrential Tribute, I'm not quite sure what you can draw to do anything. He just sets one. And again, if he Torrentials him right now, okay, obviously that'll help a lot. But outside of that, I'm not so sure. Because I'm just gonna guess that that's a Westlow. I mean, Westlow has been the only monster that we've seen Mathium, you know, continually set. Even when he knows his monster might die. And you see, for some reason, well, I guess he has too many monsters in hand, but we see a Soul Charge discarded during the end phase. Not like he had anything in his graveyard anyway. Diplo comes out. Everybody is dipset. Everybody is, hey. So Diplo's going to trigger, trying to target that back row. And if it's Abyss Spear, there's nothing good he can do. It is Abyss Spear. It doesn't matter if you get Lindy. She still gets banished. If you get a big monster, it just dies. So there's nothing good to get. There literally is nothing good. Yeah, I don't even see a reason. Okay, so you get Lindy. Lindy's just gonna die. She's just gonna get banished. So there's really no point. Wait a minute. Is Diplo only face downs, or is it just target one spell? I don't know what is happening. Like, how did she not die when this died? Okay. When this card leaves the field, destroy that monster. Well, what the fuck is going on? And I like this, because people are saying what the fuck also. Like, I'm sorry, I don't really understand what just happened there. When he chained Abyss Spear, Lindy should have came out first, and then Diplo should have targeted the Abyss Spear, which should have destroyed it, and then she should have been banished. And I'm pretty sure that Mathium would not have played one. He may have still made 101. I think he probably would have went King of the Feral Imps just to get himself another Westlow for free. I was gonna say I'd bottomless that shit. I don't want you mounting any offense at all, like period. I would have just I'd just bottomless it. The way that I look at it, I'm not gonna let you normal summon shit this game. If I've got free bottomlesses, I'm taking them. The card was free. Right now, obviously, I have you on tilt because of the Macrocosmos, and I don't know. I want to end the game as quickly as possible before you rip like an MST or something like that. I think setting that Dark Hole wasn't the brightest move because think about it. You know, at some point, Matthew was gonna try and set a Westlow. Like he's been setting Westlows throughout the first 2 games, so it's like I don't know. All right, you see the Abyss Sphere. There's Vanity's Emptiness. Again, we knew that Matthew had that since turn 1, so I'm expecting maybe an MST. If not, I mean, maybe Andrea forgot that he had the Vanity's Emptiness. I mean, he duality for it, so there's that, you know? Like, he duality. Now, I personally wouldn't have left this in attack mode because I don't really see no upside in it. I just put it in defense mode. With 1900 defense, that's legit. Alright, so Vanity's Emptiness goes down. So does Westlow. Oh, no, wait. I'm lunching. It gets banished. It gets banished, so it totally doesn't die. Yeah, Vanity's Emptiness does not die because the monster gets banished. It doesn't actually go to the graveyard. Wow. I guess it's because I've never actually had that combination before of Macro and Vanities. Vanity's Emptiness is there permanently. He shows him Dimensional Fissure for what reason, I don't know. This duel is far from over. I wouldn't be showing my opponent cards now. Yeah, I really wouldn't be showing my opponent cards. So, pretty sure this should have destroyed itself. And it should be banished and not sent to the graveyard. Alright, play goes back to Matthew. And Matthew's just going to keep attacking. There's literally no reason. I know it's probably like a controller or something. It's a marksman. He's just going to attack all day and night. He'll probably keep stacking his cards. I really don't have any guesses as to what the cards in his back row are. I mean, if he has like a Nightmare back there, then it's really going to be hard for Andrea to come back from this because pretty much getting Megalo on field and just hoping that it can attack through 3 back row. No, I'm stupid. Can't summon Megalo because of Vanity's Emptiness. Okay, then I'm out of ideas. I literally have I have no guesses as to how Andrea can actually turn this back, like actually win this duel. The only ways that I was thinking is like Megalo or something like that, maybe a lead, but yeah, he can't special summon, so that's out of the realm of possibility. Maybe MST, obviously, because MST could take care of Vanity's Emptiness, but outside of that, pretty much don't have much hope. Now, this attack will put him at 100 life points. Oh, Malevolent Catastrophe, that's huge. This could be the comeback that he needs. Although I'll say this, it's not guaranteed that that's going to win him the game. Because he'll be sitting at 100 life points, and we already know for a fact that Matthew has Dimensional Fissure in hand, and he will play it. Yeah, Andrea is saying basically it was too late. And while he has more cards, he might in fact be right. There's that Dimensional Fissure, and I imagine he's going to set everything else that he has. Okay, so he activates, I believe that is, okay, that's Diversity. Yeah, Diversity gets him a Westlow, and Westlow's good right now because, again, Dark Hole has been expended, and it's not like his opponent can use Marksman, so he knows he's in pretty good shape. The Westlow effect should be able to go off. Alright, so Andrea just scoops it up. That is pretty much GG. I don't think that the trash talking is necessary, but whatever. Thank you guys for watching as always. Again, anytime I see a really original deck, like if I see Evo-Swords, I'm instantly going to just record it because I like watching original shit. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And please support my Kickstarter. We're almost at 50%. I really would like to get some of that new equipment. Definitely looking to get a new laptop so I can help with this recording stuff. Thank you guys for watching as always.